Yeah, well, welcome back to the channel. So it's been a bit of a layoff, haven't made a video for a while, and Blitz has changed a lot. So going to try and put a few videos together again. I notice there's not a lot of content happening around at the moment, so uh, it's good for, there's plenty of new people coming on board, and it's good for people to get a handle on what's happening. So some new tanks in the game. Today we're going to focus on the Standard B, which is a Tier 9 Italian tank. And I absolutely love this tank. So what we're going to do is get into a game. It's not a mastery, it's a first class, but I'm going to give you some tips and pointers on how I drive this thing, and I've been pretty successful in it, and it's been a whole bucket load of fun. So here we go. Going to play the first game and get right into it. So we're going to play Dynasty's Pearl. It's not a great map for an autoloader. What you really want to get with these style of tanks is somewhere where you can shoot and cover, shoot, cover, and not necessarily pull out in front of the enemy and offload all three of your clips. Because don't forget, there is a reload time in between each of your rounds. Even though it's a short reload time, it's still there. So it's something that you have to be aware of. So what I like to do with this tank is really play support. So I look where either my mediums are going to go, or I look where my heavies are going to go. And in this case, we've got a bit of a balance of both styles of tank. So I'm kind of going to just roam around and wait to see where the enemy is at, because the last thing I want to do is get caught. Yeah, the armor's not bad on it, but you can bounce a few. The front's got a reasonable bouncy upper plate on it, but you can also get stung really badly, and what happens then is you're quickly destroyed, especially if you run out of rounds. So I'm going to pull out here, surprise these guys, put one into there. I took a shot, and that's the other thing with autoloader is don't be afraid to take hits. And in any tank you need to be able to take hits, but what you've got to do is you've got to put hits on the enemy. So you know, if you're going to take a hit, understand what their reload time is and know, if I take a shot there, can I get two shots in while they're reloading? So sometimes it's a trade-off. Yeah, I'm going to lose a shot and gain two shots back on them. So the other thing I like to do is I like to look for tanks low on hit points, like this other Standard B over here, where I can go and find them and then finish them off. So one really good thing about this autoloader as opposed to others is it allows the next shell to load even if you haven't used the full clip. So it's actually quite a good system. It's quite unique for autoloaders, because autoloaders are normally you use your whole clip and then you got to wait for the whole reload. So this is much different to that. It's probably why I like it, because you don't have to wait for a full reload to get a shot in like that and finish off a tank. Very dangerous tank too, that we just finished off in the right hands. So now again, he's made a shot, I can get out and pump a shot into it, and it's because I wasn't waiting for the full clip to reload. Now, all intents and purposes, now it just behaves like a normal medium tank. But if I am clever, I can actually wait for the full clip to reload, get in there and go and do the business on another tank and finish them off. So I'm trying to support Carnarvon up here. Put one in on that low. Now attention's to us. Now the game's in balance, 4 on 4. So 4 kills each, I should say. So there's 3 on 3 left. But you notice the hit points are down on a few of them. And again, so we're trying to get one on the low, straight through the turret at the side there. And I noticed that I might get a shot in here, but I don't get it, so I don't take it. That's the other thing to remember with these sorts of tanks, is don't waste your shots. If you can't get a good shot in, don't waste it. Now, I took one there, a pretty serious hit, but I didn't panic. And you notice now I'm getting to the critical stage. They've got 2 bases just about capped. They've got 2 capped now. They're in a pretty strong position on, you know, compared to us, unless we get some kills here. So here we go. Going to get rid of the low, which is the lowest hit point tank. So that's what I keep going for. That IS-3 is just shot, so now I can get 2 shots in on him, and that's another way of helping the team that you're on, is by tracking. So what we keep trying to do is play that support tank role. Now, we've got one last nasty tank, and he has full hit points. Priority now is to get our cap back, but I wasn't going to take a shot from him because obviously he would have finished us off, and we can't afford to be out of the game. So that gave me time to reload a couple of rounds, and I know he's on a reload, so I can get some more damage in and just keep basically trying to chip away at the enemy. And that's literally all we're trying to do here, is chip away without dying. So again, playing that support tank role. And one thing that you can do is draw the enemy in too, especially when you're on lower hit points. You don't necessarily have to do any damage to create a problem for them. So I distracted that E75. He came towards me. Our guy just YOLO'd and died on him, and now what I'm looking for is an opportunity, and I come in and we have a full clip to play with now, and we're able to finish off the last tank. And that is the power of a standard B when you've got an auto loader that keeps reloading like that. So you notice I didn't rush. That's the biggest thing people do today, is rush, and I don't like that. So we got a first class, nearly 4,000 damage, got some credits out of it too, which was great. But that's how I like to play the standard B as a support tank. So reigniting this channel, we're now Krusty, which is a different name, but still the same player. So if you like the video, give us a like, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and we'll keep pumping some more videos out. Cheers.